dignitaries, and all my dear friends. Good afternoon to all of you. With a heart full of pride and respect for the motherland, I, Rishitha from Telangana, feel most honored and privileged to talk on the topic patriotism and nation building. Actually, what is patriotism? Patriotism is the love you have for your country. Patriotism is the zeal to undergo any kind of hardships for your country. Patriotism is a spark that lightens up the entire country's spirit. Patriotism is the foundation stone for nation building. A real patriotism is wiping away the tears of fellow citizens. When we go through Indian history, lots of people have made tremendous contribution towards patriotism and nation building by dedicating and sacrificing their lives in attaining freedom. We must always be grateful to them. And now, it has been 70 years that we got our independence and we are living in a free India. We don't have to fight against British anymore. Then, why do we need patriotism and patriots now? We need patriotism for two reasons. One is to protect the country that we live in, and the second is to develop our country into a strong nation. The patriotism of the people joining armed forces is matchless, but you can also be a patriot by being an ordinary citizen. Persons performing their duty sincerely and honestly are doing it for their own benefit. After all, it is their duty. They can be treated as good citizens, but not patriots. In my opinion, they can be considered as patriots only when they spend their leisure time and resources voluntarily in nation-building activities, either individually or by being a part of any organization. Now, having understood what patriotism is, let us see what nation-building is. Nation means people, and building means the future and overall development of the people in it. For building a strong nation, we need to see that there is prosperity in certain fields like unity and integrity, good and able government, youth, health, education, women empowerment, poverty, pollution, and corruption. The first and foremost thing required for nation building is a good and able government. A government which can make good decisions and planning. That is why we must not elect our representatives based on caste, creed, religion, and on currency notes, but on the basis of their ability, their dedication, sincerity, commitment, their work, and their worthiness. Unity and integrity among the nation is very much important for nation building. According to Swami Vivekananda, unity in variety is the plan of the universe. Even though we all belong to diverse regions, religions, and speak different languages, the feeling of oneness and togetherness among the people of a nation is very much needed for its stability and overall growth. Strong people make a strong nation. That is why health sector must be given importance. According to World Health Organization, the doctor-people ratio must be 1:1,000. But in India, this is 1:1,700. We are producing more number of engineers than required, but not enough number of doctors. Our students are going abroad to pursue medical courses. So apart from developing infrastructure, the need of the hour is to increase the number of medical colleges. Our population consists of more than 60% of youth, but most of the youth situation is miserable. According to 2015 data of National Crime Records Bureau, every hour one student commits suicide in India. It was revealed that the young find it difficult to cope up with the failures in examinations and failures. Unfortunately, neither family members nor any other social organization provide them the comfort or the support. In his Mann Ki Baat speech, Modi ji urges Indians to talk about depression and seek help. Our educational institutions lack psychologists. India has 95% fewer psychiatrists than Commonwealth norms. So, mental health and wellness must be added to the school curriculum, and government must spend more on mental health. When I was selected for this competition, I was cautioned by many people about the care I should take when I reached Delhi because of the recent news of air pollution levels here. When this is the situation in the nation's capital, how can we attract people from all over the world towards Make in India program? We must not let this continue anymore. We can stop this by increasing vegetation, rapidly switching to electric vehicles from petrol and diesel, increasing public transport, and by using non-motor vehicles. The vegetation in India is very, very less when compared to other countries. Canada has 8,953 trees per head. China has 1 or 2, whereas India has just 28 trees per head. This results in serious imbalances in climatic conditions and causes untimely and scarcity of rains. To stop this, why not pledge right now to plant saplings and nurture them? In this way, we can improve agriculture and reduce the pollution. For building a strong nation, women empowerment plays a major role. Women are the real architects of the society. In India, on one side, we boast saying Nari Shakti, but on the other side, women are being tortured, harassed, humiliated everywhere, even at homes and offices. Allocating 33% reservation for women in employment is okay, but 100% protection must be given to them. Then and only then can we build our country into a strong nation. For building a strong nation, youth plays a vital role. Youth have dreams, hopes, and passion. They have the bubbling enthusiasm which needs to be molded in the right direction. By imparting proper education to the youth, we can enlighten them from the age-old darkness of superstitious beliefs which hinder the progress and also stop them from becoming anti-social elements. Education is not an option, it is a necessity. Each and every child living in every corner of the country must be educated. There must not be any difficulties in getting proper education even for the poor people. Education must be for learning, but not for earning. For building our country into a strong nation, one of the social evils, corruption, must be eradicated. This corruption is dragging the whole country down. So special courts must be set up to tackle these kind of issues and speedy trial is to be promoted. Generally, we see the images of rowdy cheaters in police stations and of pocket thieves in public places. So, I don't find it wrong if we paste the images of these corrupt persons on the notice boards of offices and in public places, because these corrupt persons are more dangerous to the society than those thieves and criminals. Corruption can be eradicated by closing international loopholes, creating transparency, and by ending impunity. Another major hurdle in nation-building activities is poverty. No man can be a patriot on an empty stomach. We must ensure that every family below the poverty line is given enough support so that they become self-sufficient. Our government, under the dynamic leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, is embarking on the mission of building a strong, united and a modern India. Ek Bharat, Shrestha Bharat, following the principle of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. Number of path-breaking initiatives have been taken. Now let us look at some of the initiatives and their objectives. Mission Indradhanush, to immunize children and pregnant women against 7 diseases. Deen Dayal Upadhyaya Gram Jyoti Yojana, to provide round-the-clock power supply to the rural households. Smart Cities Project, to develop infrastructure in selected cities. Swachh Bharat Abhiyan and Clean Ganga Mission, to build a clean and green India. Ujjwala Yojana, to replace wood-based cooking with LPG-based kitchens. Skill India, to impart proper education and skills to the youth. Make in India, to develop India into a global manufacturing hub. Digital India, to transform India into a digitally empowered society. According to Mark Twain, patriotism is to support your country all the time and your government when it deserves it. And I believe that our government deserves our support. So let us therefore join our hands with our government in nation building and move together towards tomorrow. तैरना है तो समुंदर में तैरो, नालों में क्या रखा है? प्यार करना है तो देश से करो, औरों में क्या रखा है? Thank you. Jai Hind.